days on end. Now you can't come see me tonight. Say you ain't got the time. I'm the last one you prioritize. Peeping your IG pictures on my phone. I won't spend another night at home. Okay, I'ma just be on my way. You'll see I'm not the one you take for granted, babe. I know that life can be busy, love, but you make time for the ones you love. It's only right, it's what I deserve. Love, tell me what you've done for me, done for me, done for me, done for me lately. Did your mind go on vacation, leaving your affection for me at home? Tell me what you've done for me, done for me, done for me, done for me lately. With your heart and your attention, we're the kind of love that I used to know. Baby, so can you take me on a date? The simple things you do to make me stay. Now it's like you don't even try. I used to wonder why, but now I'm left with no more tears to cry. I know that life can be busy, love, but you make time for the ones you love. It's only right, it's what I deserve. Love, tell me what you've done for me, done for me, done for me, done for me lately. Did your mind go on vacation, leaving your affection for me at home? Tell me what you've done for me, done for me, done for me, done for me lately. With your heart and your attention, we're the kind of love that I used to know. If you want me the way I want you, put your all into all that you do. It's only right, it's what I deserve. Love, tell me what you've done for me, done for me, done for me, done for me lately. Did your mind go on vacation, leaving your affection for me at home? Tell me what you've done for me, done for me, done for me, done for me lately. With your heart and your attention, with the kind of love that I used to know.
Yeah, talking to my mirror like I love you so much. Curving on my critics like I heard you, so what? You can't kill my confidence, I think I'm the man. Tally all the I ever gave on my head. Lately I've been living like I can't take a loss. They ain't wanna help me, that's what made me a boss. You can't kill my confidence, I think I'm the man. We don't give a that's what they don't understand.
Back again like flu season. I broke records while loose leafing. I'm coming down my roof, leaving. Don't give a I don't care. Did the for my lonesome. No wonder now I'm on one. No shortcuts on that long run. All I really want is my share. Get him, I got him, I told him it's nothing. In the discussion, got them feelings, I throw all my pain on percussion. It's disgusting. I hear them bragging about that they did, and it do not move me, not in the least. They ain't been dropping no seeds in the soil, but swear that you almost spotted the feast. I've been on go mode, showboat, rowboat, wave ride. Cool shorty, too naughty, pool party, wet for the face ride. Annie up, penny down, hand me down, thrift store, old drip. New money, too funny, old shorty, talk about old. I'm on they now, can't get a pass now. I'm a cash cow, keeping it brash now. It's trash now, I'ma spaz out. I've been killing my lows and living on highs. You see in the sky's the proof. You could just see in my eyes that there is no lies. I cannot disguise the truth. I've been duck dog, getting to my new merch, color duck sauce on the new couch with my Chucks on. Get the on with that hate. I'm big cool on the small chat, cause I know now that I'm all that. Got a hawk guy on the ball cat, get the out of my face.
Talking to my mirror like I love you so much. Curving on my critics like I heard you, so what? You can't kill my confidence, I think I'm the man.
All right, hey, what's up? What's up? This is your girl Nicole Reloaded. We're locked and loaded with another video. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Please let me know if the background music is too loud. We're testing out some things. So, anyway, I hope everybody is well. I cannot see the chat right now, so please forgive me. Who I seen in there was earlier, I believe it was Sister TRG, Emmanuel Briggs. How you doing, baby? I broke my phone, honey, so you're gonna have to email me and give me your number again so I can give you the update to the channel and the moderator rules and all that. The number is still the same, but I'm waiting on a new phone. So what's up, Dory? How you doing, Kim? Welcome in the house, in the building. Anyway, today's topic is called DarkSoulsSeries, a non-meaning but emotional exchange. Yes. How ghetto, huh? Okay. How you doing, Mama Simone? What are you doing? Hopefully I can get my sister Tara info for you. She is a busy woman to come up here. She said that she will try. But let's get into this corny monologue here. Okay. How y'all doing this afternoon? I hope everything is well with you and may God bless you. Okay. Now, demon souls, I believe, inspire social media systems and platforms. All that participate are vulnerable, susceptible to these internet demon attacks. As a content creator, I feel we are all liable to be influenced or harmed by social media interactions. Social media, hashtag YouTube. Our minds are being transported from reality into a virtual world. Some may say sector. Every moral value you have built up now will be tested. Your reality will hit reset. And one's mind can become childlike, teenage must. As my mother would say, you're smelling yourself. Some, you're selling yourself with a cost to be the boss. I have 3 questions to present to the audience today, to the community, family or friends and foes. What is your desired social media experience? What is your cost for that social media experience? And number 3, what are you willing to lose to be able to gain in this virtual reality world, this community we call social media, hashtag YouTube? So, with that being said, I would like for y'all to ponder on those thoughts. If I read too fast, please confer down in the comments that, honey, I did not understand the darn thing that you just said. Okay? Because, you know, I be thinking I'm doing something, girl. I got a pen and a paper, daughter. I got that pen and that paper, daughter, and I think I could do something. You know what I'm saying? Girl. I hope everybody's having a blessed Tuesday. There is a lot that's going on social media. My thoughts have been pondering. And there you go, Dory. This link is for you. And what is your desired social media experience? What do you desire when you come on to YouTube? Do you desire to meet friends? Is it just pure entertainment? Engagement. Maybe you just want to come on here to go to sleep. Maybe some might try to be finding, lovers and things of that nature. Maybe want to go to a cabin, maybe. Some might look at it just as financial gain. Some might come because they have no control in their real life and they want to attach themselves as a host to a content creator to suck the life out of them to bring life into oneself. I do believe that content creators are at risk for these vulnerable, unconscious attacks. Diamond Dory is about to hit the panel. Let me make sure and put up my banner just in case somebody wants to pour on me. Ooh, just in case. Oops, I should have had the banner ready, child. Girl, where is the banner? Hold on, boo. I'm trying, girl. Please make sure, as you are waiting, to like, share, and subscribe. It's free, and hit the like button.
Oh,
Is that you, child?
yes, get in order, daughter.
Get in order, daughter. How you doing, boy?
I'm doing good. Hey, everybody in the chat, moderators. What's up, Nicole?
Nothing much. What do you
Thanks,
think? What do you think about my monologue?
I thought it was really good, but I forgot. I mean, there's a lot going on social media, which is mind-boggling. How, I don't know. The beef sector's on fire right now, and I'm kind of just listening and saying it's not worth your health,
Yes, most definitely. I agree with that. That's why I said every moral value that we have, or you will be built up being a social media. And being on social media is at a point now that you will be tested. Your reality and your moral compass will hit a reset. What do you think about that?
It will. I'm glad you brought that up because that's the age-old debate. Morality. Is there any morality standards in the beef sector? How low can you go? You can't tell somebody how to fight. And the list goes on. I just choose not to participate. I ask my questions and keep moving because, you can easily, people's perception of what you say isn't always what you mean.
Right.
That's so, and it's so sensitive, Nicole. It's like, you have to be like, I just start saying, look, I don't have a dog in this fight, but I got a question. This is my thoughts on this. I'm not taking anybody's side because to me, it can go too low, especially when you're talking about people's families, doxing them, calling their kids, talking, mess about the deceased. It's like, where does your moral compass come into? And it just gets old and outdated. And like I was telling today on a panel, I was saying it was a couple of us on there, and I was letting them know that Okay. Yeah, my concern is, hey Tara, hey just Andrea, Mona. Are you moving around? Okay. Hypertension, high blood pressure is the number one silent killer of Black people. And that's concerning to me because it's a silent killer. People can have strokes. And then you wonder, why are they mad in the first place? What's really the issue? Is there really, it's not like there's a social issue. There's false allegations, all types of stuff. But is it really worth your health? I'm going to read the chat now. Just say, get in order, daughter. It's okay, not the cabin, Nicole Briggs. She's on that cabinet. So yeah, it's at some point, when do you cease to engage and ask yourself what's really worth it? That's just my 2 cents on it. So I'll take any questions if you have them. I'll just wait to read the chat in a little bit. But yeah. At what point do you stop engaging in the nonsense, drama, and the BS? I just choose not to engage. Nicole, you back yet?
Yes, I'm here. Yes, most definitely. So I think that I don't know that, especially, content creators, because we end up establishing, some form of a relationship. Some call it a YouTube ship. Some call it actually become friends.
Right.
I don't believe in the narrative that you cannot build a friendship on social media. I do not believe for that to. I don't believe that, because that's not my experience. Now I'm sure
Mm-hmm.
it's probably the experience for many others, but I've met many people off of social media, and we pretty cool.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
I got people that I hold to my life dearly. Just because
Mhm.
something comes to an end of a road doesn't mean that it was a disaster.
And that's true. The sisterhood that we have is really strong, you know. And then we got some brothers in here too. But it's just that you can make friends, but you have to be somewhat like minded. Do I have background? Okay, that's true. That's true. Okay, I just thought I had background noise. You
Yeah,
have to
no,
be
that's
somewhat like
the
we're not
music
gonna
on YouTube. How you doing, just Andrea? How you doing, beautiful
you
Miss
just heard.
Groovy? Tara, info for you, Mona. Go ahead, Dora. I apologize.
No, I was just saying that, in order to have a friendship or a sisterhood, you gotta have like-minded people. I think that's what makes it stick and make it lasting. What I don't like, not with us, but on Mad Day, people go out there and tell all the other one's secrets when they fall out. You know, it never fails. It never fails. Every time someone gets mad, it's okay. Let me see how low I can go, and let me see what I can tell all your business. So it does make it a little bit strenuous, if that's the word I'm looking for. To
Do do you think when Mad Day comes that person had the intentions on spilling the beans from the beginning, and they use Mad Day as a justification to put
mm,
someone on their emotional back?
that's a good question because no, you know what I was thinking, Nicole. I was really thinking that sometimes people don't set out to say that, but it's
Wait a
almost
minute, Tori. Sis,
yeah.
we have real bad reverb. Come out and come back in.
Okay, all right.
Hey, what's up, everyone? It's your girl Nicole Reloaded. We locked and loaded with another video. Please make sure that you like, share, and subscribe, and all that good for your girl.
Okay, is
Okay.
that
Okay.
better?
Yes, that's way better. It's YouTube trying to catch up with the sound. I mean, not YouTube, but StreamYards. It just does
Yeah.
that. But
Because
go
I don't
ahead.
have any Bluetooth device or nothing like that. I was saying, I forgot what I was going to tell you that like I don't think sometimes they don't plan on saying some things are set up so, but I know what I was going to say. It becomes an unhealthy competition, Nicole. It's like okay, as soon as you fall out with somebody, that's when the competition starts. You notice that, and then
I think the competition was always there.
really, it
Yes.
can it can be because it had to be there before to be there afterwards. I see what you're saying about
Probably
that. Yeah,
could have been somewhat what you would consider as maybe healthy. No, it's nothing
mm,
wrong with a little healthy competition, but once it turns dark, then you're dealing with something else.
right. That's what I mean. That's what I said about dragging people's children. Doxing, putting their personal business out there. To me, that's just a bit much. That's a bit much. Like there's no pause button. But then I
Mm-hmm.
guess, like you were saying, is there any morality, Nicole? Huh. What do
I
y'all think?
Is there any
Is there,
morality? I think
is there
there's
a code?
morality. There's a morality. It's an individual. It's an individual choice.
Right. That well on how long how
God
low they're
forbid
gonna go.
if you were to expose me, do I give you the power? Excuse me. Do I give you the power of coming on and ripping and destroying my reputation by
Mm,
dragging you up and down the YouTube streets by doxing your toenails off?
right. And then what are you really getting out of it? I think doxing is to embarrass people. That's the
Because I
thing.
got you. I ain't gonna let you show me up. How dare you tell my business? Well, once you open your mouth,
Hmm.
your business no more, child.
And then what's
that. Now that don't justify nobody coming out and saying something that you talked about in private.
right?
But if you don't ever want it to come out, you never should discuss it. Period.
Well, don't you think also people aren't going to trust you because you did it to one person, you'll do it to the second person.
Yeah, if you get pushed to that level.
Mm-hmm. You know,
I mean, how am I supposed to judge you based on your current behavior or your past?
right? Well, you know, it always is the current behavior. It's always what you've done lately. Yeah, it's always like that. What you have done lately, you're only good as your last dance. So, you know, people are gonna focus on that. I mean, that's what people should be thinking about too. Like, if you
The
do
last dance or the last dances, because you was able to dance really good that one time, but all the other times you fucked up.
right, and that's why I said I don't think.
Oh, I'm sorry for cussing, Daddy.
Oh, yeah. I just don't think it's a good idea, you know, for people to be running their mouths either. You know, you should not tell. You don't be careful who you tell your business to. That's for daggone sure. What was your 2 questions you had, Nicole? Well, you had 3 questions.
Yeah, it was hold on. I think it fell on the floor. Oh, it was what is your desired social media experience?
That's a good question. I'm still trying to figure that out. I think for the most part it's just engaging with people, just, you know, having some healthy conversation and learning. Yeah, I agree, TRG. You have to be like-minded. My desire is to learn, to meet new people. What's Tara say? Dora, YouTube is a soap opera and nobody wants to get off the soapbox. That is so true, Tara. Nobody wants. It's like it goes on and on and on and on.
Yep.
You know, that's what I'm talking about when I say people don't have no pause button. You know, it's an ongoing cycle. It's negativity at its best. It's horrible, actually, to sit there and watch it. I have totally tuned out from it for the most part. Yeah, I just really can't get into it anymore. I used to be right over here doing the same daggone. Well, not on Mad Day. I wasn't doxing people and all that stuff. But the back and forth. So my desire
it can make you feel with rage when someone disparages your family. Some people feel put in a corner. They don't know what to do, and they like, I gotta find something to publicly flog this individual with for them to leave me the heck alone. I think it takes a really, really strong person to walk away and to take the legal route. I don't want to give anybody by the and I'm saying this humbly, the power to cause me to destroy myself and my legacy.
Well,
it's my legacy. It might be a little one, but to my kids, it might be something.
Yeah, it's funny you say that because I asked the content creator, how did the argument get started with another content creator? And, you know, they gave me the history of it today. And then after that, you know, this content creator, you know, put personal information out there. And her reason was because, you know, the other content creator went as low as to talk about her children. And as a mother, you know, she was not going to tolerate that. And then that's what I said. So she's doing what she's doing because of the fact that her family, I guess, was attacked. And so some people do have things I think that they're just not going to tolerate. I think that, you know, that was what I got out of it.
Well, let me ask you what would be like a hypothetical, and let's be careful with what words we use due to YouTube being very sensitive. The question that girl, whatchamacallit is about to make me mad. StreamYards is making you sound funny again.
Is it really again? And I'm not on any device.
I don't know why it's doing that. I think because I might be on a professional mic and it's trying to catch up with your sound. It sounds like it's trying to turn you into a chipmunk.
Oh my goodness. Okay, because you sound fine to me. Hold on.
I'm sorry, Dory. Emmanuel Briggs says, oftentimes the best predictor of someone's future behavior is their consistent past behavior. Yes.
Is that better?
Yes. It's the microphone, sis. I think
Okay.
it's the professional microphone I have. I think people have to wear headphones.
I can put my headset in if you want me to. Let me try that.
Yeah. Let's see if it'll help the sound.
Okay, hold on 1 second.
So the question that I have presented to the community and the audience is, what is your desired social media experience? And Mona Simone said, educate. Let me see what the other comments were. Now I can't see them, y'all. I know Mona loves to teach. I believe Dory said to socialize, meet people. Let me see what the Tara saying. Emmanuel,
Okay.
get close to the mic and do that sexy voice again.
Well, thank you, Emmanuel. I hope that this sounds very.
Hey, man. How's this? Is this better?
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. TRG said to pass on knowledge to my community. Yeah, that is to educate. Yeah, I want to educate too. You know, that's one good thing. Okay, Tara's at work. Yeah, Mona said to teach people. And what was your other question you had, Nicole? You had 3 questions.
I said, what is your cost? What is your cost for this social media experience that you desire? What is the cost? What are you willing to lose?
Nothing.
What is the cost?
I'm not. Yeah. What is the cost for that? Okay. Well, that's the thing. People, it depends. It really depends on what the cost is. Some people,
what is your cost? What are you willing to? What are you willing to spend?
You find that like dollars and cents or physically?
It could be dollars. It could be emotionally. It could be spiritually. It could be the loss of a friendship, pain of a friendship. What are you willing? What is your cost for this experience that you desire being on social media?
I'm going to build my own platform up, but I'm not willing to lose anything personally. Not for social media. I'm not willing to lose my life, my health, and my strength. That's crazy.
What about $1 million? A $1 million social media kit in deal, transportation, unlimited flights, and $1 million to kick off. What would you be willing? Your mind would change then.
Not really. I mean, I'm not going to lose my self-respect and my dignity for no $1 million. I'm definitely not doing that. That's crazy.
But if they say, I don't like none of your damn moderators, would you kick all their ass the platform and keep it real? I would be like, I love y'all. I swear. And I'm like, but bitch, bye. I need $1 million. I love y'all. Can they still be in the chat?
You're right. Well, hopefully they'll understand.
Look, you have the good, the bad, and the ugly, right? You know what I'm saying? Just like with building up muscle, I'm trying to lose weight right now. Shit, my body is hurting like a mug. I want a double bacon cheeseburger. Can somebody cash at me so I can have a double bacon cheeseburger?
You always talking about a daggone bacon cheeseburger. You always talking about a cheeseburger. You know you ain't gonna sit there and eat no double bacon cheeseburger. We're a mess. What Tara said, for me the question is, how come it seems like if you do come to the B sector with all the immoral ethics that you bring and you get put out the sector by losing your channel, why are you celebrated? Did you read that, Nicole?
Yeah, I think it's because I love you too, sis Tar. I think it's because the big comeback. Look at that.
But when you say, what are you willing? I mean, it's a saying. Something about you lose something and gain the world. I forgot what it is.
What is it to gain the whole world if one man was to lose his soul?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I knew I heard that. Yeah, using your soul.
Because now my thing is, now if I was to receive this $1 million kit, If I had
Uh-huh.
ignorance, if I had ignorance behind it, then as the Bible says, my foolish money that I gained it would disappear. A fool and his money shall soon part. And now I done lost all my moderators, and then I'll come back and be crying, talking about Emmanuel. I didn't mean. Ned, Dory, please be my friend. You know,
Is,
cry.
is there a lot of background noise? Hold
No,
on one
girl,
second, Nicole.
no, sis, that starts with background music. I'm testing it out to see what it sounds like.
Okay, all right, because I couldn't tell if I had background noise or not. Because
Oh no,
I'm
you
in the
don't.
other part. Yeah.
No, you
Okay,
don't.
that's what's
Can you
up.
actually hear it?
Yeah, no, I can't hear your background.
Oh,
I
okay.
can't hear. Hold on one second, Nicole. I'll be right back.
Okay. Yeah, you see what TRG said, hit that cash. $ Nicole Reloaded on the cash app. Boom. Okay, wait. Let me see what Emmanuel said. Uh-oh. I'm not going to lose anything more than I would lose in my real life. You should take your values with you wherever you go, no matter where that is. See, that is the deal right there. But people feel that that this is an entertainment app. Some consider us as content creators as actors, and we are speaking from a script, that we're dealing a script, and that it's just all acting. Some YouTube channels are filled with scripts and it's pure acting. Vloggers show parts, a very large part of their life. So when they have a camera slip and they bald headed, they really bald headed in real life. Tar invoke
And you,
music, and people can go out and do all kind of ish, but it seems like their ethics are only counted when it happens to them at their demise. Ooh.
yeah, they don't have. They don't. If it ain't happened to them, it's hard for them to feel the pain of it. You know. That's a good point, Tara. And they will go all. Some people will go to any length to try to kill, steal, and destroy. That's so true. So when it comes to morals and ethics, does that determine a friendship or does it break it apart? When it comes to morals, I think a true friend isn't gonna put people's business out there on Mad Day. I think a true friend, it's something, Todd, that's crazy. When you walk away from people, it's like that's when the anger comes. It's just, I think it's the nature of the beast, unfortunately. Like, it's a lot going on right now in the sector that I'm in. I'm just like, wow, I'm really not engaging. Nicole, you still there? I'm multitasking, everyone, so please forgive
Yes,
me.
yes, I'm still here. I'm trying to find the baby's binky. Hold on real quick.
Okay. All right. I'll just, yeah, it's a lot going on in the sector that I'm in, Tara and everybody. It's like, wow, people are at each other's throats. It's like the never ending story. You just gotta, I mean, you can watch it, but don't watch it. Let's see. And why can't we get up here and lie on people and think that it's okay? Like, if the person we lied on don't have an opinion about the lie. You know what? That's true too, because we were talking about that yesterday on my platform. How people would just get up there and arbitrarily lie on you, and it's sad because people actually believe it. Let me read Emmanuel's comment. I'm not going to lose anything more than I would lose. I'm not going to lose anything more than I would lose my real life. You should take your values with you wherever you go, no matter where that is. That's a good point. That is definitely a good point.
Thank you, Dory.
Yeah, I was just interacting with the chat.
Okay, so Tara says, so when it comes to morals and ethics, does that determine a friendship or does it break it apart? Oh, it can. Does
Hmm.
it come? It does it. So when it comes to morals and ethics, does that determine a friendship or does it break it? It can break it apart or it can make it stronger. I think it depends on the individuals. What do y'all think?
It depends on. I think it depends on the individual, and I mean, That's why when I was saying like-minded people, like Nicole, I'm never gonna come out there and just and spill your tea or just harass and harass and harass. That's another thing. Speaking of harassment, um, it does border people's behavior are borderline harassing. That you got to look at that too, and the laws are changing every day for the internet. So when you talk about what are you willing to lose, you better start thinking about criminal too.
Tara
That's
said we got
important.
feedback. I'm gonna go out. It's probably me. Let me see. Let me hold on.
Yeah, ask Tara. Is it mine with feedback? Tara, is it mine? Is it my mic? If you have integrity, it will show, says TRG. Let me know if it's my microphone, y'all, because I switched microphones and headsets. For some reason, StreamYard is acting really lame.
It's been acting up all day. I noticed.
Yeah, it's been acting. Yeah, it distorts your voice and everything like that.
TRG said it's you, Dory.
Okay.
Poor Dory came out and
I
came
know I
back to the
can't
house.
win. Yeah, I can't win for losing.
But again, says the devil trick our voice, but we can keep talking, child. Just come right back.
Okay.
I'll drop a new link and then maybe it'll be better. Okay, let me give her a new link. Anyway, y'all make sure that y'all like, share, and subscribe. Dory. Okay. Yep. I really enjoyed y'all answers to what is your desired social media experience. What is your cost for this social media experience? And then the next one was, what are you willing? Well, no, y'all answered that too. What are you willing to lose to be able to gain on that social media experience? Yeah. Hey, Dory.
Okay, I know that gotta be better by now. It's not.
Yeah.
It's StreamYard bugging. StreamYard's acting a fool.
Yeah, I'm gonna find a new streaming one because I'm getting frustrated with this.
Yeah, they got the Melon app and stuff like that. Because StreamYard is lagging.
Yes,
I don't have on anything now. It's just straight on my other device, cell phone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it has to be StreamYard, and then whatever type of mic you have.
Yeah,
Okay.
I got the professional Yeti, so I'm gonna try the Logitech next time. But girl, I could take this mic and let me be quiet.
It's a good microphone though. Tara said, "What if your friend does something you think is very unethical when it pertains to the B sector or YouTube? Do you have the right to get up there and tell someone about it and cancel them live?"
Ooh,
I think that's a good one. Would I be? I think you should pull that person to the side and be like, "Yo, why are you doing that? Like, what's really good? Like, what's the problem? Why are you sitting up there taking it to this level?" I mean, we always fall back on this one saying, Tara, it's crazy that you can't tell people how to fight, which is so true, and it's up to them. But if my friend was out there bugging, I mean, I've gotten my collar pulled a few times by Nicole. Yeah, no, I mean, Nicole's pulled my collar plenty of times when I was acting a fool. And we're still here today but see, here's the thing. I respect Nicole. I respect what she has to say. TRG's pulled my collar. Oh, because I was all up in that mess. Oh, you couldn't tell me nothing. I mean, I didn't go as far as doing some of the stuff that I've heard other people do, but it was enough for my disliking, enough for my sisters to be like, yo, no, like, you need to chill. Like, why are you doing that?
I feel like if you're gonna bring social media harm to you, which will drip off into your real life, yes, I would click a link and tell you to get down.
Yeah.
Now, like to get up there and to intentionally embarrass someone because I am a control freak, or I think that that my wisdom is stronger than the next person's wisdom, or my perception could be different. I would have to really be urged. I would have to gauge what's really going on and not base it on emotion, but base it on how you can affect it the long-term way. It depends on whose channel it is, you know, because some things we don't learn on social media unless we go through it. So my desire, Tara says, my desired social media experience would be to engage with people that's like-minded so that we can build something out of YouTube, whether it be financial or charitable. It sounds like me and Tara, we got something in common. Okay, and TR said it's a real friendship. You should be able to talk to them off YouTube. Yes.
Right.
Yeah, don't be trying to check me in public. That's some, you know what I'm saying? It just depends on what's
What's going on?
what's going
But
on, man.
here's another question. Are you going to sit up there with your friend, knowing your friend acting a fool, and you just not going to say anything? I'd be like, girl, come on, let's do something else here. You know, that's the thing. You see, yeah, but you should be able to have that type of rapport with your friends that you can pull their collar offline. Or if you have to do it in public, they don't get an attitude about it. It just depends on how low they're going to go. Social media has a lot of energy vampires where they just zap energy. Yeah, it zaps. You got to be careful of that. You got to be careful of those. That's what my mom calls them, energy vampires. Some people just love misery, man.
Do you think some people know that they're energy vampires?
Yeah, they get a kick out of it. Yes. That's their sole purpose. Absolutely. That's their sole purpose, is to be negative. It's like some people just cannot help being negative, Nicole. And that's the truth. You've seen it, I'm sure, where they're pessimistic, you know, always got something to say, smart to say, stuff like that. Some people just can't help it. They can't help it because they don't want to.
But that's to me that.
Say again, your mic cut out. I can't hear you. You talking? Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah, your mic.
Oh, okay. I said they're agitators.
Mm-hmm.
They just like to agitate people. Would that constitute them, though, as being a energy vampire?
Absolutely, because they do it to stir up agitation. They do it to create drama. They do it to get clicks and views. You know, they do it for all the wrong reasons. Like right now, I'm really concerned about another content creator and their health, because all that hollering is not good. All that back and forth banter is not healthy. Are you willing to die because you're in disagreeing with someone on social media?
That's not banter, honey.
No,
that's full blown beef and ostracism of each other.
Right. So are you willing?
You can politely say you need to get okay. You can text them, you know, but if it's an exclusive and it's just like, I don't know, it has a lot of variables. What if it's an exclusive and then your homegirl coming up there and you ain't know your homegirl was a whole hater out here in these streets? You know what I'm saying? And what if you got an audience of 3,000? You gonna come up there and shut the live down? Like if there's no YouTube rules, violations, or anything, if you sink, then sometimes that content creator need to take that hit to learn.
Well, that's true. Sometimes you only.
Now, if a nigga on here naked and showing booty hole and trying to go to the cabin in the woods, then then I think that could constitute for a checkmate. What do y'all think?
Yeah, I think you got a point there. That's a checkmate. That's a checkmate. But some people bring stuff on themselves too, though. They bring it right on themselves. But that's a good question. What are you willing to lose for social media?
Yeah, what are you willing to lose to be able to gain? What are you willing to lose to be able to gain?
That's a thought. I would have to give that some serious thought. I really would. Because there's no way.
Yep. I've seen people have cut people off for well, you heard about one of the content creators, about a moderator situation. How
Right.
moderators the content creator can turn on the moderator, or the moderator can turn on the content. What are your
That's
thoughts on some scenarios in regards to that?
that happened to me, Nicole. When I had to they block my people in my chat and everything else. Because but you remember that day. I don't want to say the name, but remember that day when I was in Black Women.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, I remember that with old girl.
Happened to
Yeah.
me. You gotta be careful who you give moderator sticks to. You know, you gotta be able to trust that. Because social media should be your business too. I mean, some people do it for leisure, and I get that. But at the end of the day, it can be a very lucrative business if you do it the right way. I mean, it does take a lot of work. It takes a lot of energy, stamina.
Charles, wait,
What Tara said?
she nasty talking about what how about if you lied about booty hole? Is that a checkmate?
Y'all crazy.
Girl, she nasty. Go ahead and finish what you was saying. I'll
Tara
get to
said,
your question about booty hole in a minute, girl.
$3. But my question would be to Dory. How do you feel about that? Do you feel that there's something to gain by giving out financial benefits here on YouTube? I think it's okay to show your gratitude, but it's what Tara, here's the question. I think
Since you're going to have to come back out and come back in again, your sound is getting even worse. I don't know why it's doing that. I'm so sorry, baby. Just come back. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know why we're having sound issues. I truly apologize for it. I'm going to reread what Dory said. Tara said, I said a few dollars, but my question would be to Dory, how do you feel about there's something to gain by giving out financial benefits on here on YouTube? Because people do pay the beef. But go ahead, Dory.
Is that better, Nicole? Because I think it's when I read the chat, when I click off this screen, StreamYard does something weird.
When you go to try to read the chat?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, at least you picking up on something. Then I'll just read the stuff out loud. Go ahead, baby.
Okay. Yeah, I think that we'll test it again and see if that happens. But anyways, if not, we just have to keep. I don't mind going back out and come back in. I was saying what you do in your real life, you should apply to social media. Some people can take advantage of people financially because some people are just natural hustlers, Do I think that it's cool to show your gratitude and appreciation? Yeah, but I've been down that path where I've given out a lot of financial support and got nothing in return, except a tax write-off. But I knew that going into it that was a possibility, Tara. I knew for it was going to be a possibility that people will still give you their damn ass to kiss, and that can happen. It's a risk either way. That happens on and off social media.
Yes, that is very true. It does.
I think you should apply your real life principles, and this is stuff that I've learned throughout my experience on here.
Well, I mean, I was just a little taken aback by hearing of a content creator alleging. I'm not saying that it was true, but I've heard of these stories before of a content creator exposing, allegedly exposing another content creator or a moderator trying to expose. Like, if I support someone, they're like, for instance, Uncle Timothy Blaine. If he took my moderator stick, I would still support him. I'll still donate to him because I love him. That's his channel. That's his right to make whatever decision that he needs to make. He could be formulating it, or he could be setting me free. It could be either
protecting you because you have a good relationship. I don't.
Sometimes, right? We do remove moderator sticks to protect other content creators and
people by nature, not all people, but a lot of people are sensitive by nature. It's easier to get an attitude than to ask them, well, why did this occur? Why did you say this? And get their point of view or their reason, rhyme, and rationale. It's easier to just cop an attitude. Oh, somebody took my Ma stick, but there may have been a reason. Maybe that it's like you can go in different chats now because that person is not arguing with everybody. I mean, you see what I'm saying? In other words, my point is, it's very sensitive. It is. You have to recognize that. How many times, Nicole, do you hear people say, "Oh, I like so and so. I like that person. I'm going to talk about it, but I like that person." That's what this thing is.
A lot.
And I'm not saying it out because I enjoy it. Don't get me wrong. I'm just telling you some things that I've noticed. You know, you hear it all the time. It's hard to have sometimes, well, at least where I come from, healthy conversations. And some conversations are meant to be hard, you know? But you gotta
especially if it's something that could be possibly somewhat triggering. You're on a you're on a public platform. You never know what could be triggering per individual. Individuals might show no compassion, but you don't know if they're showing compassion because you don't know how they show compassion. Your perception of compassion might be in holding someone's cheeks and kissing them on the forehead, and the other person is like, "Don't touch me," but they'll do anything in the world for you. Or either wrong, no.
Well, like, you know, I've shown Cash App receipts before to prove that people were lying, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not I'm telling you, I'm not doing all that. I'm not doing all that no more. It is what it is, because you can't stop people from lying on you, and you can't stop people from being ungrateful either. You know, once you get that money out, forget, I don't clock it. But you know what? You won't do me like that again. I'm not going to give nobody a reason to dog me out after I didn't help, you know, them out. They didn't act like that when they wanted your money.
Well, no one ever acts like that. When they want to take you to a cabin in the woods, they ain't act like that.
It's a big fact. I know that's right, Tara. What's this? Oh, I know a cabin in the woods, girl. That's a whole mess. Can't even have a daggone event because somebody want to sexualize it. That's crazy.
Right. Okay, just because we're trying to have a girl night out, I do not want my sister's booty holes. That is illegal, and I have no desire for that. Yeah.
Not booty hole though, Nicole.
Okay, question for you, Nicole and Dory. When it comes down to your moderators, do you think that they help to build your platform? If so, how do they contribute? And if not, what would be their takeaways? Well, let me say this first. I think that moderators need to be instructed. Sometimes content creators will just give moderators sticks, and if they don't have any instructions, they're just going to go with the flow. So if you have not provided them with instructions on how to moderate your channel, I don't think you have really leeway to what to say. They just doing what they think that they're supposed to do. If they're not instructed, they're going to act any old kind of way. They have to be instructed. That's what I believe. What do you think, Dory?
I think so too. I mean, I have yet to do that, but I think the moderators play a big role because they're there to guide the chat. You know, it depends on how many people you got in your chat. When there's a lot of people in there, yes, they definitely play a key role in it. Sorry about that. Let me see. How do they contribute? If not, what would be the takeaways? I mean, they should definitely be the message too. You know, moderators are there to help push your channel message as well. I think that's pertinent information, and you know, it's not just all about pushing your Cash App and stuff like that. And if you you should greet people when you come into the chat. It doesn't take much to say hello to somebody, and the moderators, you know, it would help. You know, them setting the stage of the energy. That's the word I'm looking for. The energy. Yeah, I think that would be my main takeaway. I don't want moderators to match the energy, to help maintain the energy of the chat, because you got trolls, and trolls will come in there and purposely try to stir up stuff. Purposely. I've seen it happen all the time. You know what I'm saying, Nicole?
Let me just, Nicole, say cabin in the woods slow 4 times in a row.
Right back to it. Okay, hold on one sec.
Okay, let me see if I can do it. I don't think I can. Cabin in the woods. Cabin in the woods. Cabin in the woods. Cabin in the woods. Daniel, you better stop. Okay. Did Dory, she left out? Okay, let me remove her. She coming right back. Okay. Also in regards to the moderator, moderation, a moderator can add to your channel, and a moderator can also take away from your channel. They have power. They can delete comments, their behavior in other chats. They can, if they're smart enough, they can change the whole topic. They change the flow of the chat. They can create contention with the host, because there might be some type of business or friendship or some form of emotional tie because they have connection to you versus your community / your audience. It can, a moderator can destroy a channel, especially a disgruntled one. They can bring you hello wheels, child. They could, because if you discuss with your moderators what your content is going to be about, you end up getting on the wrong foot. They can go and tell somebody the makeup of your channel and hand it over to another content creator, and they can steal your whole concept. But I do think that us as content creators should, because some moderators are actually really good with engagement. Some are good with welcoming people. Some just have that on them where they're able to just welcome people, and that's what they're comfortable with. Some people are good at, going and grabbing links and finding timestamps and stuff like that. And based on who your moderators are, put them in order as such. Hold on.
Okay, I'm back. Oh, my bad.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the moderators are critical in there with your platform, man. I'm telling you, like, block, because sometimes you can't control the whole chat. That's the whole purpose of it. But it should be a level of respect, I think.
Pop back in, Dory. Come back in? Yeah.
I know what it is now, Nicole. I get it now.
Okay, well, see, we found out something. Okay, it says, and do you guys as content creators think that the Nightbot is used for on your platform? If so, how does that take away from? I think it takes away from the job. I don't think that the Nightbot takes away from the job of the moderator. I think it actually can release a little bit of stress and let the moderators actually have fun. I need to give y'all the thing to be able to trigger the Nightbot. Like, there are certain things that trigger certain emojis and stuff like that.
Oh, how do you go?
Yeah, and you don't even have to be a moderator to do it. You can just trigger it, like by putting certain, like, welcome. You can put disclaimer, notification or whatever, and the Nightbot will automatically trigger.
How did you go about getting a Nightbot? That's the computer.
I've had a Nightbot off and on for years, but when I first programmed it, it was assassinating people in the chat, and I had to get rid of it.
This was arbitrarily just going about blocking people?
Yeah, because I didn't know how to program it at that time. I had it on like a different speed, girl, and people was spamming the chat, and the thing just started blocking people. I thought it was funny, but the audience didn't. The robot blocked me. Shit. I mean, what's
block you?
Like, chill out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, chill out. But my thing is for here, we do have bipolar lives. When we discuss stuff and we do veer off on other topics. I think each individual, as we are panelists, even on guests on other people's channels, that we need to be respectful of people's time. Try to convey our points. You know what I'm saying? Learn when to mute. I think that people should not be offended if a content creator asks you to step down, to remove you or mute you. And this is where I believe that the demons come in at. The control demon. I can't shut the fuck up, demon. I need to tell you what to do, demon. I won't your nigga demon come out. My mama never hugged me, demon. I never was a breastfed baby, demon. All these suppressed things. You ain't gonna tell me.
Right. I want to control your platform. I want to tell you. I want to, even though your subject is about A, I'm gonna talk about B. You know, and they have a problem. And a lot of times people do go off topic. You know, it gets to be a lot because then it's mentally you
I've
got to
done
switch.
it too, but I had to learn. But I had to learn. I had to learn it. I just learned it years ago. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? Let me get the baby. Go ahead, Dora.
Okay, no, I was just saying that stay on topic when you're on somebody's platform too, and you shouldn't let everybody up on your platform. I'm not being mean. I just think you should know how your guests are gonna respond, and you can only do that and learn that over time. I'm sorry that StreamYard's acting crazy. It seems like whenever I read the chat, it when I toggle in between to
Yeah,
read the chat.
I think that's what it is. Probably when you configure, and I'm going to email them about that and figure out why. Why, if
Yeah,
you touch the chat, what does it affect your sound? We
and
ain't
that,
gonna know unless we ask.
yeah, exactly. I mean, plus, I mean, you're paying for it, so I definitely need to figure that one out.
And see,
But yeah,
that's something that Dory is very good at. I'm not good at that. Dory knows how to maintain a panel, have a couple hundred people, and read the chat, and she's learned how to mute and to in control. I'm very proud of her of that. For me, I
thank-
don't too much care for a confrontation. It just doesn't mean I'm weak or nothing like that. I just feel like people feelings they be acting like they feelings hurt, and I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying, do something to them. And I know that's probably because I come off very loving and compassionate to people because I
right,
genuinely am. But if I say no, just understand that it's not offensive to you or backbiting to you or whatever. Some people have more. And sometimes I think sometimes moderators or even as well as content creators need to have a break.
yeah, and
And if I feel I want to make that decision, then I'm going to make that decision. Or if
you know,
because sometimes if I ever felt that you being a moderator or Mona or Tara, y'all, I mean, Tara is the main moderator. You just have a stick. I don't consider you as a moderator, but Tara and Emmanuel, they moderators. Like they always, do you get what I'm saying? I'm not saying it like that.
mhm,
I mean, it's different. You know what I'm saying?
right,
I expect because majority of the time we on each other. We can't be in 50 places at one time. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
it can be difficult, and I mute people because I've asked them to chill or to relax because you can't. You cannot hear. The audience is there to listen to the content, not to listen to you over talking people and stuff like that. Like you got to know, I guess social etiquette maybe. And I think that just goes out the window. People like once again so emotional that they don't think about how they're behaving. And your moderators, if my moderators tell me, look, this is getting to be too much, something like that, I'm going to definitely adjust because you don't want to lose good moderators. I got some really good moderators, really good mods.
Yes,
And then
so it's
you should
deserved to have
respect.
a voice because the
Yeah.
chat belongs to the mods. The
Yep.
chat belongs to the mods. They see things that you don't see. The timing, how people come in on certain days, things that you're going to miss.
Yeah, you can't have so many chiefs and not enough Indians, as they say too. You got to it's called delegation of duty, and that's important. And you should respect the heck out of your moderators because they're working for free. They're working because they like what your platform stands. What your platform stands for. They like the message. They enjoy the content. And when you take that away, I mean, when you take it away from people about over talking and, back and forth, back and forth. But here's the thing. Have you ever noticed, Nicole, that some people, that people get a kick out of just that back and forth yelling and screaming? That's the way to go. Haven't you noticed that throughout the
Well,
years?
yes, they do get a kick out of it because some of them, unfortunately, that's all they know how to do. That is their commentary. They don't know how to communicate at a melon medium tone voice. Their interaction, their problem solving skills, they have not in that. You know what I'm saying in that way. You
And
know what
what
I'm
is my
saying? Because I want to be able to
yeah,
hear the read. Not, yeah, you, all you hear is F,
exactly.
you died, you know, your mama, like, okay, that's,
Mhm.
it just sounds
And
like regurgitated reads with different voices.
it sure does. And it's like, okay, that's supposed to make a good show. To me, that doesn't make a good show.
Oh,
That to
I'm
me,
sorry, I said that wrong. Those are not reads. You just cussing someone out.
you said cut someone out. And like Mona says, what's her favorite saying? One of her favorite saying, human conflict is inevitable, you know, but you got to try to resolve human conflict when we on here. What TRG say? Because I don't want to toggle through. Wait a minute.
Yeah, she says, right at Dory, people talking over each other takes away from the content.
Yeah, it does. It takes away from it. You can't hear that mess. And you know daggone well you can't hear it. You know, but for some reason the numbers go up. The sector I'm in, the numbers go up and up and up when they got that back and forth howling and screaming like banshees. No, I can't do it. That's
I can get and even respect a venting episode. I can
mm,
let's exercise the throat. Okay, I get that.
right.
But for me, I can't listen. It's difficult for me to listen to content like that constantly because it causes me anxiety, even if I
Me
like them
too.
or not. I mean, I don't like hearing my kids
Hmm.
running around the house yelling and screaming and bumping up walls. I'm gonna tell them to sit your ass down. You're doing too much. So why would I want to just listen and engage in that? My nerves would be all over the place. But there's other people that want to
Girl,
hear that yelling and screaming.
hmm. It's havoc on your nerves. That's what I was saying to you, Nicole. That it raises your blood pressure. People don't think about that because they just caught up in the rapture, caught up in the moment. Now, don't get me wrong. I like the sector I'm in because sometimes, a lot of times, you'll get some type of resolution, even if it's not in your favor. You'll see, you know, or people speak their mind. At least you know where they're coming from. But here's the thing: the sponsorships. It's really hard to get sponsorships. Like I put a lot of videos on private, a lot of them, because it
I mean,
doesn't
if
look.
I wouldn't want to sponsor someone that is feasible to that breaks law that can't show restraint. But I was raised as
Mhm.
a military child, so you gotta have restraint.
You
Because
got
I can go and get mad and take out I can take out the enemy, but didn't realize I just exposed the whole, you know what I'm saying, the whole bunker and area to poison chemicals. So by me trying to take one out, I done took the whole camp out.
hmm And that's called, and you know what? Transfer energy. You have to be careful of that because you know you've been around people and the mood is just not good, or the vibe isn't good, or it could be good, and you pick up on their vibrations. You got to be careful of the energy of putting yourself around certain type of energies because energy is transferable. You can pick it up very easily, very easily. I mean, Nicole, you and I, we talk all the time, and you like, I pick up on your vibrations, things like that, for example. So you got to be careful because that transfer can be detrimental to your life, health, and your strength. I do think that as well. Let's see, question is
Yes, I
on.
agree. I'm going back to the old comments and just flashing them.
Okay,
Yes, I agree. I
you got.
definitely agree. Transference of energy is
Mhm.
very powerful. And what you put out
Uh,
and what you ingest has to come out some way. And I think,
mhm.
I think I just wish a lot of the content creators would challenge themselves because they're a lot more talented than what they're giving, and a lot are destroying future opportunities that could be life-changing business deals for them and their family, to create generational wealth,
Mhm.
mutual funds, and stuff like that. I mean, unless there's gonna, maybe death row records will help people out in the beef sector. Girl, I don't know.
You never know who's watching your channel. Always
Mm.
be mindful of that. So you don't know who's in the sky, in the bushes, whatever, that just don't participate. People, you can go viral one day and blow up. You just don't know. I don't think you gotta like stress yourself out to give content. Like, this is a healthy conversation. We're just ping ponging off each other.
Girl, I know some of them got to be sweating and breath be stinking and doing all that yelling. How you got time to clean your house, wash your poo-tang, or
For
find a
strength.
cabin in the woods? Um, to
Girl, you crazy.
how do you have time to do all of these things and you're online for 12 hours out of the day and have the mitigated goal to come up on here and drag somebody? Have you checked your credit report? Have you paid your last bill? Is your bed? Go clean out your closet. I know
Right.
something there that you don't want.
Did you change your bedding? Did you wash your dishes? You feed
Girl,
the
you
dog?
know, wait a minute. Who you think to wash their sheets? Wait a minute.
Okay. Be on here
Have you
24
washed those
hours.
sheets lately?
Okay, what get me is they minding somebody else's daggone business. You can't tell me they mind their own when they minding somebody else's business. But you gotta ask yourself, this is what I started saying, like, you don't have anything to prove, Nicole. You don't have anything to prove to people. Like, just be yourself. Because something's going, if you have a mission, it'll come to fruition if you just stay focused, you know? If you stay
I
focused.
just don't want people to get in my spirit so bad. I'm sorry. Go ahead, baby. I apologize.
No, I was just saying that you can make your goals, you know what I'm saying, with social media. You gotta remember social media is reaching everybody globally. It's global. It's not just in your state or your country. You can have subscribe. I got somebody from Scotland that comes in my channel. It's global. There's no just, one demographic. Well, actually, I'm sorry, demographic is the wrong word, because like where I'm from, it's mostly black women. But I'm saying as far as different cultures and things like that, social media is endless. It's endless.
Girl, it's a whole world. That's why I had stated in my little my little baby monologue
Mm,
that even moral values you have built up now will be tested. Your
yeah,
reality will hit reset, and one mind can become childlike in teenage must. You're smelling and selling yourself with the cost to be the boss.
that's true. And you know what? Those crazy is sometimes it could be pseudo. You can get hype over stuff that's not even real. It's not real. Some stuff like it just doesn't make any sense once you take a step
I
back.
think I think in regards to the Dolby vacation, that has caused a lot of content creators to get trapped in Dolbycation world. Like their
Mhm.
minds are trapped there. Like in a sense, anger, frustration, and sadness, forgiveness, anger, all of these different types of emotions. I mean, from what I'm watching, because it's like I don't know, if I don't like somebody, I just don't deal with your ass.
Well, here's my problem with that whole thing. It's like no one knows for sure. I'm just now getting more information, but she's being labeled as a scammer, and that's a bad title to have on social media. My heart goes out to all parties involved. It really does. But it's ongoing. It's like it won't stop. I remember when I was trending like that, I didn't want to trend. It was just happening. And
Yeah.
yeah, she's trending now. Some people have good reason to be upset, and some people are just picking on that woman, you know?
Yeah. And
And you gotta,
my heart goes out to all parties involved too as well. Miss Diamond Ring Dory. I'm that messy. How you doing, baby? Welcome. Blessings to you. Yeah.
yeah, my heart
Yeah,
goes
my
out to
heart
all
goes out
parties
to you.
involved.
Yeah, I don't know. It's disheartening to watch all the way around.
Isn't it though? And everybody is clicking their live button, talking about it. At what point do you stop? Do you stop? It's not doing anybody any good. It's just sad all the way around. It really and truly is, because they're saying that she's done some things that weren't too, pleasing, and then she's saying the same thing. There's no middle ground. Where is the resolution? Should she just go on about her business, not talk about it no more? I think she should just go ahead and do her regular content and not discuss it anymore.
And yeah, that would be my suggestion, because obviously you can that it's having an effect on her, having an effect on her health.
Right.
Um,
Didn't she have a live stream
I don't
today
think.
about her?
I mean, you can't fight the world.
You can't. You can't fight the
Laying
world.
down, laying down a sword doesn't make you a loser.
Do you know no one's going to be a winner in that entire situation? It's sad. No one's going to win, because they're not going to agree to have a truce. They're just going to keep on going back and forth, back and forth. At some point, you have to stop the cycle. You have to break that shit. That's just crazy. Hold on, Nicole. I'll be right back. Let me go. I got to do something real quick.
Okay. Thank you, TRG. TRG said, welcome to all. Please thumbs up and subscribe. My grandbaby is hollering for her grandmama. And it's almost time for me to go. If you guys have anything left to say in the chat, I want to tell you, thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribe. Please hit that notification bell and put it on all so you know when Nicole Reloaded goes live. Thank you to all my all moderators, past, present, and whoever God might lead me to or might find me in the future. And all the supporters. Thank you, TRG, for always being supportive. You as well as Manuel, Mona Simone, and thank you, Tara. Tara deals with a lot of my bull crap, and I'm thankful for her patience. I want to continue having stimulating conversations, things that we can learn from one another. Addiction by design, the next topic that we'll be discussing. I'm not going to tell you because I don't want you to steal my mind, okay? Please don't let social media Kevin Samuels you. Go ahead, sis.
No, you said a mouthful right there. Don't let social media. I wrote that on I didn't write what you said, but I said social media is not worth it. It's not worth it. I'm trying to tell you. And see, people don't think about, the stress level and how stress can impact their lives. Sometimes you could be so stressed out and not even know you stressed out. That's the crazy part. I agree. Don't let social media Kevin Samuels you. That was you could tell people. I think everybody knows who Kevin Samuels. Well, that's the man that died of a heart attack, correct, Nicole? I think she said, hold on. I think, Kevin Samuels was the one that passed away on here as a content creator. Fairly young black man, probably in the 40s, late mid 40s, yeah, which is not old. And he passed away from a heart attack.
Kevin Samuels was an upcoming raging star, social media guru, the godfather of the manosphere. Was truly loved and disliked by many, which is part of social media. Provided a lot of education, but he spent hours and hours on live. He had cancer when he was young, and the type of cancer that he had, he was prone to high blood pressure, which can lead to cardiac arrest. So in his autopsy back, I believe that they also found that drink that he drinks, which was Red Bull, allegedly. If I'm wrong, please let me know down in the comments. He drank a lot of Red Bull, and being on live and stuff like that consistently, his heart, he had intimacy with a young woman, and he went into cardiac arrest. They wasn't able to restore him. May God rest his soul to the Godfather.
And he was relatively young too, wasn't he?
He was 53 years old.
Okay, he was in his 50s. Okay, I said late.
Still
40s.
Young. That's still young.
Still young. That's still young. We'd say, don't let social media Kevin Samuels you. Yeah, that part.
And I mean that with all due respect. I mean, some of us be sitting up here, some be sitting up here drinking, some be sitting up here smoking weed, or, even taking their medication and might forget that they took their medication at the wrong time of day, or whatever, accidentally double up on the dose, and you sitting up here yelling at somebody on here, and your heart give out on you, or you have a darn stroke.
Let me ask you a question. Think it's mental illness be attached to that? Mental illness? Because I always say this saying, I say it takes a special kind of person to argue all day, every day. Do you think sometimes it's undiagnosed?
I do think that. How you doing, Freddie? How you doing, my love? I do believe that social media has an effect on one's brain, how
Okay.
people communicate, the lights that are coming off, the vibrations. It's a scientific fact that it has that social media has a psychological effect on one's mind, thinking, and what goes in you will come out of you. So if it's a bunch of negative, you're going to get a bunch of feedback. And I think people need to reset and take mental health breaks from social media, just as well as you need to not eat a lot of salt or sugar if you have high blood pressure or diabetes. You need to do the same for your brain.
Okay.
So go ahead and close this out. I gotta go get Cheyenne.
Okay. All right, y'all. Well, I would read the chat, but I don't want the sound to go out. I think we had a really healthy conversation. I think positivity is always the best way to go. And just having a good dialogue and with each other. Nicole had a really good monologue. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe, I guess to say. Thank you all for your participation. I appreciate the lessons learned. That's what I wanted to say. So that's about it for me. Let's see. I'm gonna try to read the chat one more time. Hey Freddie, I didn't see you. Okay, there you go. Tara said because there's a bunch of certified people in here with broken minds. Good point. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm out. Thank you so much for your time. Have a blessed day.
Love you, Dory. Thank you, everyone, for joining.
Yeah, but I appreciate you too. Thanks for the healthy conversation. I think just keep on going, Nicole. I mean, we had some good topics. And so what's your topic going to be about?
I'm not going to let them steal my content, girl. I'll tell you when I call you when I get offline.
All right, that sounds good.
All right.
Call me to get back in, Shy.
All right. And y'all remember.
All right, peace.
Remember, through God, all things are possible to those who believe. As long as you're willing to receive what God has for you, it's going to be on and popping. Bye.
Woods, pretty face, but I'm known for hitting drugs. Yeah. Got him like, too good. To the yard, he ain't never leave his pretty on God. Broke, too good. Real boss, nigga got the Woods, pretty face, but I'm known for hitting drugs. Yeah. Got him like, too good. To the yard, he ain't never leave his pretty on God. Broke, too good. Real boss, nigga got the hood. Real boss, nigga got the hood.
Email me, Emmanuel. Bye.